The deep ocean teems with mysterious, colossal creatures that capture our imagination. Among them, sharks reign supreme, their piercing eyes and immense power making them true rulers of the sea. Join us as we embark on an exciting journey to explore the largest monster sharks ever captured on camera. Number 20. The world's biggest tiger shark. Tiger sharks are known for their immense size and power, but in recent years, some of the most massive examples of this species have been caught by anglers. These apex predators are notorious for their aggressiveness and are second only to great whites in terms of human fatalities. Tiger sharks are often responsible for attacks on surfers, particularly in Australian waters, where they have earned a reputation as the ocean's garbage cans, willing to consume anything they come across. Some of the largest tiger sharks have reached a jaw-dropping 16 feet in length, which is about the size of a small bus. In 2015, a fisherman off the coast of Byron Bay, Australia, claimed to have caught a monster tiger shark that was devouring a smaller hammerhead shark. This story of a shark-eat-shark scenario adds to the lore of the tiger shark's fearsome reputation. Caught while it was in the middle of swallowing its prey, this colossal tiger shark measured 16 feet, making it one of the largest ever recorded. With their ability to consume such large animals, it's no wonder these powerful creatures are at the top of the ocean's food chain. But their growing rarity is a concern, as excessive fishing and trophy hunting continue to threaten their populations. Number 19. Blunt-nosed Sixgill shark versus submarine. In a moment straight out of a thrilling action movie, a group of Ocean X researchers found themselves in an unexpected standoff with a deep-sea predator. While exploring the vast ocean depths in their submarine, they encountered a massive, blunt-nosed Sixgill shark. This terrifying shark was so powerful that it managed to latch onto the submarine's spear gun with its powerful jaws. Blunt-nosed Sixgill sharks have been around for an astonishing 180 million years, making them true living fossils. These apex predators can grow up to 16 feet long and weigh over a ton. Despite their impressive size, much about their lifestyle remains a mystery. The Ocean X team could only watch as this massive shark circled their submarine, its eyes dark and chilling, giving the researchers the sensation of staring at a creature from a prehistoric time. Blunt-nosed Sixgills tend to live in the deepest parts of the ocean, often at depths reaching 5,000 feet, which makes them one of the most elusive sharks on the planet. They are also incredibly long-lived, with some believed to live over 100 years. With such a long existence and such formidable features, it's clear why these sharks have ruled the ocean's depths for centuries. Number 18. The massive sleeper shark. In an extraordinary discovery by a team of Japanese marine biologists, footage was captured of a sleeper shark, an enormous predator from the deep. While exploring the darkest reaches of the ocean using a high-tech submersible, the researchers spotted a gigantic creature, estimated to be up to 23 feet long. This shark appeared out of the abyss, its shadowy form illuminated by the sub's lights. However, the massive creature quickly disappeared into the vast, dark waters of the deep, leaving the researchers stunned. At first, it was believed the sighting occurred in the Mariana Trench, the ocean's deepest point, but rumors have suggested the footage was actually filmed in Tsuruga Bay, Japan. Regardless of the location, one thing is clear: the sleeper shark is an awe-inspiring giant. These elusive creatures prefer the icy depths, making them rarely encountered by humans. With some estimated to be centuries old, they are among the largest predators on Earth, feeding on fish, seals, and even whale carcasses. Their mysterious nature only adds to their allure, as they silently patrol the ocean's deepest zones. Number 17. Whale shark caught in Pakistan. In the Arabian Sea, a group of Pakistani fishermen made an extraordinary discovery when they encountered a whale shark, the gentle giant of the ocean. This whale shark, a colossal 40 feet in length, was one of the largest ever recorded. Whale sharks are known for their calm nature and are often referred to as the gentle giants due to their slow-moving, filter-feeding habits. However, this particular whale shark had already passed away when the fishermen found it, likely due to some unknown cause. Upon hauling the massive carcass back to the port city of Karachi, a crowd quickly gathered to witness the sheer size of the animal. While the fishermen initially planned to sell the shark's body, the public reaction was mixed. Whale sharks are a protected species, and their numbers are dwindling, making any such catch a bittersweet sight. These slow-moving giants play a crucial role in the marine ecosystem by feeding on plankton and krill, and their decline has raised concerns among conservationists. This incident serves as a reminder of the importance of protecting these remarkable creatures. Number 16. World's biggest shark. Captain Frank Mundus, the legendary fisherman who reportedly inspired the character Quint in the film Jaws, made history in 1986 with a catch that would forever be remembered. Mundus, alongside his fishing partner Donnie Braddock, claimed to have caught the largest shark ever recorded, a great white weighing an astounding 3,427 pounds. The shark, hooked on a 150-pound test line, was truly a beast, and if the catch was verified, it would have shattered all previous records. However, the legitimacy of the catch has been called into question. Some argue that the methods used to reel in the shark were against the rules set by the International Game Fish Association. Allegedly, the shark was feasting on a dead whale when the fisherman snagged it, and Braddock even used a hook to catch it, which could disqualify the catch from being an official record. Despite the controversy surrounding the capture, one thing is undeniable. A 3,000-pound shark is a remarkable sight. Whether it holds the record or not, the legend of this catch has endured as one of the most impressive shark stories ever told. Now it's time for today's topic. A group of fishermen off the coast of South Africa had a terrifying encounter with a massive, unknown shark that has left experts baffled. The fishermen were hauling in their nets when the enormous creature appeared, circling their boat. At first, they thought it was a great white shark, but as it came closer, they noticed its unusually large size and teeth that were far more jagged and oversized than any shark they had ever seen. The shark, estimated to be over 30 feet long, displayed behavior that was both curious and menacing. It repeatedly bumped the boat, as if testing it, before disappearing into the depths. The fishermen managed to capture a blurry photo of the creature, showing its massive jaws and teeth that seemed almost prehistoric in nature. Marine biologists who reviewed the image are puzzled. This doesn't match any known shark species, one expert stated. Its teeth and size suggest it could be a deep-sea predator we've never encountered before. While some skeptics argue it could be a mutated great white or a misidentified species, others believe it might be evidence of an undiscovered giant lurking in the ocean's depths. The encounter has left the fishermen shaken and the scientific community searching for answers. Number 15. 8-foot Thresher shark in Devon. When people set out on a family boat trip, they usually hope to catch glimpses of playful dolphins or seals. A shark, however, is typically not on the wish list. In the charming county of Devon in southwestern England, tourists got a shock when a giant fin sliced through the water. Devon, not usually associated with shark sightings, became the backdrop for a rare event. A massive 8-foot Thresher shark was spotted leaping out of the water near Torb. This rare occurrence had locals and visitors buzzing. The action started with a group of dolphins swimming near a tour boat, drawing the attention of passengers. Their awe quickly shifted when the enormous shark made its appearance. It wasn't long before cameras were raised to capture this unexpected moment. After all, how often does a shark show up to crash your holiday photos? While Thresher sharks may appear intimidating, they are harmless to humans. These creatures prefer the deep waters, where they feast on fish and squid, far from the usual tourist spots. Number 14. Monster great white shark in a freezer. When it comes to unusual shark tales, few are as strange as this one. Picture this. A giant great white shark has been sitting in a freezer for 3 decades. That's exactly what Australian shark hunter Vic Hyslop did after catching a truly monstrous great white off the coast of Queensland in 1988. This shark wasn't just any great white. It was an enormous, formidable beast, the type of shark that would give any beachgoer pause. Hyslop, thrilled with his catch, decided to preserve it by placing it in his freezer. But there was a problem. This shark was so enormous that the standard freezer wasn't going to cut it. Hyslop had to build a custom refrigerated trailer just to store it. For the next 30 years, the giant shark remained frozen in his backyard, serving as an eye-catching trophy that drew attention from anyone who saw it. In a bizarre turn of events, Hyslop eventually put the shark up for auction, hoping to sell it for around $30,000. But there's a catch. The sale of endangered species, even frozen ones, is illegal. So it seems that Hyslop's unusual trophy story turned into a lesson on why it's best to stick to conventional trophies when it comes to preserving rare creatures. Number 13. Goblin shark in the Gulf of Mexico. In 2014, a group of shrimp fishermen off the coast of Florida had an unexpected encounter with one of the ocean's most bizarre creatures, the goblin shark. This rare shark, which had only been spotted once before in the Gulf of Mexico, was accidentally caught in the fishermen's net while they were working near Key West. At 15 feet long, the goblin shark surfaced from a depth of around 2,000 feet, with a net full of shrimp entangled around it. With its eerie, alien-like features, the goblin shark is a true anomaly. Its long, flat snout gives it a unique appearance, and its sharp, needle-like teeth are perfect for snatching unsuspecting prey from the deep. Though these sharks might look like they belong in a horror movie, they are rarely seen by humans due to their preference for the deep, dark waters far from shore. So while they may appear unsettling, the odds of encountering one are incredibly slim. Still, their elusive nature only adds to their mystique. Number 12. 500-pound porbeagle shark in Cornwall. When you think of Cornwall, you might imagine scenic villages, cozy pubs, and a relaxing day by the sea. But for a group of fishermen off the Cornish coast, their peaceful day took an unexpected turn when they hooked a giant, an 8-foot, 500-pound porbeagle shark. These fishermen, accustomed to catching smaller fish like haddock and mackerel, could hardly believe their luck when they found themselves in an intense 2-hour battle with a shark nearly as long as their boat. The porbeagle, a close cousin to the great white, fought fiercely, testing the angler's endurance and patience. Eventually, the crew succeeded in pulling the shark aboard, capturing a few photos before releasing it back into the ocean. Despite its intimidating size, the porbeagle shark is a vulnerable species. Interestingly, sightings of these mighty sharks have increased around Cornwall, which has sparked discussions among marine biologists. Some believe climate change might be influencing the sharks' migration patterns, pushing them into new, uncharted waters. Number 11. Massive bull shark caught in Sydney. In 2015, fisherman Damon Smith-Horak had the thrill of a lifetime when he hooked a massive bull shark off the coast of Sydney. The shark, measuring an impressive 10 feet long and weighing around 450 pounds, put up an intense fight. Horak, who had caught his share of large fish, was stunned by the sheer size of this predator. As he struggled to reel it in, he couldn't help but wonder if he was about to become the prey himself. Bull sharks are known for their aggression, and they are often associated with shark attacks on humans. However, the presence of this enormous shark in Sydney Harbour was seen as a sign of healthier waters, a positive development for the area's ecosystem. Authorities did express concern, though, as the shark nets used to keep predators away from beaches were found to have gaps, allowing sharks to slip through. While clean water is great for marine life, the presence of these apex predators might make swimmers think twice before diving in. Number 10. Queen of the Ocean. Off the coast of Nova Scotia, researchers had a close encounter with a massive 13-foot shark, a creature they would later dub the Queen of the Ocean. When they pulled her from the water, they were shocked to find a large, deep wound on her head. This shark had clearly been through some serious battles. As the team worked, the Queen thrashed with surprising strength, her powerful tail sending sprays of seawater across the deck. The researchers paused for a moment, marveling at her sheer size and the resilience it must have taken to survive such a brutal injury. Even with the wound, her eyes were sharp and alert, a reminder of the fierce will that had earned her the title of Queen. The atmosphere on the boat was electric, everyone aware they were in the presence of a true ocean legend. The team tagged the Queen and collected data before releasing her back into the ocean. They couldn't help but wonder what had caused such an injury. The researchers theorized that the Queen had been attacked by a male shark during a violent mating dispute. Shark mating can be a brutal process, often resulting in deep bites on the head. Once the tagging and data collection were finished, the Queen was set free, disappearing into the depths. Whatever had taken a chunk out of this powerful predator must have been an equally impressive creature. The Queen's battle scars only added to her legend as one of the ocean's most formidable sharks. Number 9. Massive hammerhead shark caught by Greg Norman. Greg Norman, a name well known in the world of golf, also has a reputation for his skills as a fisherman. While on a fishing trip off Florida's coast, Norman experienced a catch that left even the most experienced anglers stunned. The incredible footage captured by a drone showed a 14-foot, 7-inch hammerhead shark attacking a smaller blacktip shark, which Norman's team had already hooked. The water exploded in chaos as the hammerhead lunged, its massive head swinging side to side with shocking speed. Onlookers on the boat shouted in disbelief, some scrambling for their phones to record the wild scene. The sheer size of the hammerhead was intimidating, its dorsal fins slicing through the water like a knife as it circled the boat. Even Norman, no stranger to big catches, admitted his heart was pounding as the battle began. In a dramatic turn of events, the massive hammerhead snatched the blacktip right off the line and swallowed it whole. Determined to catch this formidable predator, Norman managed to hook the hammerhead, and what followed was an intense tug of war that lasted more than an hour. In the end, Norman's team successfully brought the giant hammerhead to the boat, where it weighed in at an astounding 1,200 pounds. After carefully measuring the shark and ensuring its health, the team released the shark back into the ocean. The largest hammerhead ever caught weighed in at 1,300 pounds, so it's possible that Norman's catch could have been a record-breaking one. Either way, it's a reminder of the awe-inspiring power and size of these remarkable sharks. Number 8. The megamouth shark. If you thought all sharks were fierce, toothy predators, think again. Enter the megamouth shark, a creature so unusual it could easily haunt your nightmares. This deep-sea shark, rarely seen by humans, was first discovered in 1976, and since then, it has only been spotted around 100 times. When one does appear, it's often mistaken for a sea monster, with its bulbous head and rubbery lips giving it an almost cartoonish look. Scientists are always eager for a rare encounter, as each sighting offers a chance to learn more about this mysterious species. Divers who have seen a megamouth up close describe the experience as both surreal and mesmerizing, watching the shark's huge mouth open and close as it glides silently by. Its slow, almost ghostly movements add to its legend, making it one of the most elusive creatures in the ocean. Its most striking feature is its enormous mouth, which could easily swallow a human whole. Despite its size and appearance, the megamouth is a filter feeder, cruising through the dark depths and feeding on plankton and krill. In 2013, fishermen off the coast of an undisclosed location caught a megamouth shark measuring an impressive 16 feet and weighing an estimated 2,000 pounds, about the size of a small SUV and the weight of a full-grown polar bear. While its size and eerie appearance might make it seem terrifying, the megamouth is actually quite docile. It spends its days slowly gliding through the deep waters, using its massive mouth to filter feed on small marine life. Despite its terrifying look, the megamouth shark is a gentle giant of the ocean. Number 7. Meet Deep Blue. Deep Blue is a name that strikes fear and awe in the hearts of shark enthusiasts. As the largest great white ever recorded, this massive female measures an astounding 20 feet in length. To give you some perspective, the average great white is about 11 to 15 feet long, making Deep Blue an extraordinary giant in comparison. When she glides through the water, her sheer bulk creates a shadow that seems to swallow everything beneath her, leaving divers and researchers in stunned silence. Her presence is so commanding that even other sharks are said to keep their distance, giving her the right of way in the open sea. Footage of Deep Blue swimming alongside a diver went viral, showing just how gentle and curious she can be despite her fearsome reputation. The diver, dwarfed by her massive frame, reached out and touched her fin, creating a moment that felt almost otherworldly. But what really sets her apart is not just her size. Deep Blue is believed to be over 50 years old, which makes her one of the oldest known great white sharks. Imagine roaming the oceans for over 5 decades, before the moon landing, before the rise of modern technology, and witnessing everything the sea has to offer. Deep Blue's size and age are remarkable, especially since great white sharks continue to grow throughout their lives. In 2013, this legendary creature was filmed off the coast of Guadalupe Island, Mexico. Researchers managed to tag her, and they have been tracking her movements since then, learning more about her behavior and life in the open ocean. Deep Blue's legacy as one of the ocean's most impressive and ancient predators continues to captivate scientists and shark lovers alike. Number 6. The largest bull shark. In 2009, researchers studying the bull sharks of South Africa's Breed River estuary made an astounding discovery. They caught the largest bull shark ever recorded. This massive female shark stretched an incredible 13 feet long, far exceeding the typical size of bull sharks. The moment she surfaced, her enormous head and broad, scarred body left the entire team speechless, and even the most experienced researchers felt a jolt of nervous excitement. As they worked quickly to measure and tag her, the shark thrashed with such force that water sprayed across the deck, soaking everyone involved. The sheer size of her teeth and the intensity in her eyes were a stark reminder of just how formidable these predators can be. Some of the crew later admitted they'd never felt so small and vulnerable in the presence of a wild animal. Known for their aggressive tendencies, bull sharks are one of the most dangerous species in the ocean, often responsible for many attacks on humans. After measuring the shark and tagging her for future studies, the research team released her back into the estuary. Over the following days, the team observed her behavior and noticed something unsettling. While she occasionally ventured into the open ocean, she often returned to stalk the boats and anglers along the river. Bull sharks are notorious for their muscular bodies and powerful jaws, making them capable of taking down large prey. Sometimes that prey may even include humans, which is why it's best to admire these incredible creatures from a safe distance. Number 5. Mako shark caught in California. In 2013, off the coast of Huntington Beach, California, a group of shark fishermen encountered a massive Mako shark, one of the ocean's fiercest and fastest predators. This 1,300-pound Mako put up an intense struggle when the anglers attempted to reel it in, lasting over 2.5 hours. The fishermen, who typically spend 20 days each year pursuing their passion, had no idea they were about to face one of the most thrilling battles of their lives. As the shark leapt from the water in a spectacular display of strength, its silver body shimmered in the sunlight, drawing gasps from everyone on board. The line screamed as the Mako made powerful runs, threatening to snap the rod or pull someone overboard with every surge. At one point, the shark dove deep, forcing the crew to work together, muscles straining as they fought to keep the line from breaking. The tension was so high that even seasoned fishermen admitted their hands were shaking with adrenaline. Armed with a special bait mixture of chopped mackerel and ground chum, they had managed to attract the massive predator to their boat. When the shark struck, the fight was on. The boat's captain, Johnston, described it as one of the scariest experiences he'd ever faced, with the sheer force of a 1,300-pound Mako thrashing beside them. For hours, they struggled to bring the shark aboard, finally succeeding after an exhausting effort. The victory was exhilarating, but the raw power of such an apex predator made it a terrifying reminder of the ocean's untamed nature. After securing the catch, the fisherman ensured the shark was safely released back into the water, continuing its journey through the open sea. Number 4. Giant hammerhead shark in Florida. A few years ago, fishermen off the coast of Sanibel Island, Florida made an unforgettable catch that left them in awe. Armed with stingrays, a favorite snack of hammerhead sharks, the trio ventured into the Gulf of Mexico hoping for a big catch. Little did they know, they would come face to face with a colossal 13-foot-long hammerhead. As the line tightened and the rod bent nearly in half, adrenaline surged through the group, each man shouting instructions and encouragement over the roar of the surf. The hammerhead's massive dorsal fin cut through the water like a knife, drawing a small crowd of beachgoers who gathered to watch the unfolding spectacle. Every time the shark thrashed, the fishermen's arms burned with the effort, sweat dripping down their faces as they fought to keep control. The tension in the air was electric, with everyone holding their breath as the battle between man and shark played out just yards from the sand. This giant shark put up an intense fight as the anglers struggled to reel it in. For over 30 minutes, they wrestled with a massive creature, bringing it closer to the shore. Once the shark was close enough, they quickly captured the moment on film, snapping photos of their epic catch. After the brief photo session, they carefully released the hammerhead back into the water. The sheer power and size of the creature left the fishermen speechless, providing them with an experience that they would remember for the rest of their lives. While the shark may not have been thrilled about the impromptu beach trip, the encounter was a once-in-a-lifetime moment for these anglers, one they would never forget. Number 3. Shark and the surfers. Surfing in Plettenberg Bay, South Africa, is usually an exhilarating experience, but it can quickly take a terrifying turn. Known for its seal colonies and popular fishing spots, the waters off Plettenberg Bay are also home to one of the ocean's deadliest predators, the great white shark. Photographer Sharon Hodges captured a chilling moment when she was flying her drone to film some dolphins, only to witness a great white shark gliding toward a group of surfers. The drone's camera zoomed in, revealing the unmistakable silhouette of the shark slicing through the turquoise water, its dorsal fin barely breaking the surface. On the beach, a few onlookers watched the scene unfold on Sharon's monitor, their hearts pounding as they realized just how close the surfers were to danger. The surfers, blissfully unaware at first, continued to ride the waves, laughing and chatting as the shark drew nearer. It was only when a shadow passed beneath one of the boards that the mood shifted from carefree to tense in an instant. As the shark approached, one of the surfers sensed the danger and swiftly pulled their legs out of the water, paddling away from the looming predator. The situation could have ended badly, but in an incredible twist, the shark veered off and swam away, sparing the surfers. This close encounter serves as a reminder of the ever-present risk of shark attacks in waters that are rich with marine life. The sharks are just doing what comes naturally, but for surfers, it's a stark reminder to always stay alert when in the water. Number 2. Great white shark encounter in Hawaii. Most people would panic if they spotted a great white shark swimming nearby, but for marine biologist Ocean Ramsey, it was a dream come true. While swimming off the coast of Hawaii, Ramsey had the chance to get up close to a massive 20-foot great white shark. Unlike many who fear these powerful predators, Ramsey was thrilled by the encounter, experiencing a sense of exhilaration rather than fear. As she glided through the water, the shark circled her with slow, deliberate movements, its massive shadow passing just beneath her fins. The moment felt surreal, almost as if time had slowed down, allowing Ramsey to truly appreciate the beauty and grace of the animal. She reached out gently, her hand brushing against the shark's rough skin, feeling a connection that few people ever experience. The crew watching from the boat held their breath, amazed at the calm trust between human and shark. In her years of studying sharks, she's learned that these apex predators don't usually pose a threat to humans unless provoked or mistaken for prey. Ramsey believes that great whites often swim near humans out of curiosity, not to hunt them. She stresses that many shark bites on humans are simply accidents, with sharks mistaking people for their usual prey. For Ramsey, this encounter reinforced her belief that great whites are not the mindless killing machines they're often portrayed as, but rather misunderstood creatures. So, the next time you spot a dorsal fin cutting through the water, remember it might just be a curious shark, not a hungry one. Number 1. The Shark Whisperer's Colossal Catch. In Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, Chip Michaeloff, known as the Shark Whisperer, has built a reputation for reeling in some of the largest and most fearsome sharks in the ocean. On one unforgettable trip, Chip and his fishing partner, Pavel, set out into the waters, not expecting the massive battle that lay ahead. As the two cruised offshore, Chip had a feeling they were about to hook something special. The air was thick with anticipation as the sun glinted off the waves, and every tug on the line sent a jolt of excitement through the boat. Suddenly, The water erupted in a frenzy of white foam as the shark broke the surface, its powerful tail thrashing with incredible force. The sound of the reel screaming echoed across the water, drawing the attention of nearby boats. Even the seasoned fishermen found themselves awestruck by the sheer size and strength of their catch. His hunch proved right when the biggest shark of the season took the bait. The fight that followed was intense, especially since Pavel was dealing with an injured arm. After a 30-minute struggle, Chip and Pavel managed to bring the 12-foot great white shark alongside their boat. The enormous creature, which weighed an astonishing 1,000 pounds, showed signs of a previous battle, likely with a seal. After tagging the shark and collecting valuable data, the duo released it back into the water. This encounter was one for the record books, and the experience of handling such a majestic predator left a lasting impression on both men. Have you ever spotted a huge shark in person? Share your experience in the comments. Catch you next time.